their sense of obligation. Because for Muslims, it is encouraged to give alms to the poor. The person who is giving these alms sometimes has saved for years, worked their socks off to come and give you money. No problem, maybe you are disabled or whatnot. But the problem is many of these people who are begging, as we see some people are begging around the streets of Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja these days, they are not disabled or differently abled. They don't have, a problem with the limb or a problem with their vision or the problem with their auditory senses. No, they are just begging. Maybe mental breakdown, I don't know. But they are just begging. But this is a worrying part right now, is that a few years ago, and I got to say a story that reminded me of this occurrence back then. A few years ago, whilst I was in the University of Port Harcourt, right? There were some beggars, right, at the junction, right? And I think I've said this before. One day, Jude had only 50 naira in his pocket. Only home and abroad everywhere. I had only 50 naira in my pocket. And as I was walking past, one of the beggars, right, who was, obviously on his mat and everything, was beckoned on by the motorcycle rider or Okada. And he said he need change. Ladies and gentlemen, this man, right, brought the money this man had from where I could stand was over 15,000 naira. That's what this beggar had. In 10 naira, in 20 naira, in 50 naira, and also 100 naira. This man had a lot of money. And no, it wasn't that he decided to do POS business. This was way before POS business. But the story really isn't that the man had more money than Jude. The story is that same evening, all right, whilst we went out to go and buy a suya at that same Choba junction, we met another group of beggars, right? And my friend told me, like, see those sort of beggars, if you see them, no give them anything. Those people, they're very wicked. How? Because when you don't give them, they say sometimes they may trip you. So they will beg you. If you don't give them money, when they see you coming back, they'll stand near you and they will put, in this country we call it, they will set leg. They will put their leg in front so you trip and fall because you didn't give them. And this same habit, this emotional blackmail, right? We've seen it at bus stops. Where sometimes some of the beggars who come and they're begging you, Auntie, give me, Auntie, you be my car, Auntie Marama. When you don't give, sometimes each other will turn back and they will insult you for not giving them money. They will insult, and this is no joke, they will insult you for not giving them money. Or, as the case is now that is worrying, because people are becoming more bold, they're becoming more emboldened by their actions, where you have these boys along the streets of Port Harcourt who come and then they sprinkle the washer on your windshield so they can wash and you can give them 100 naira or 50 naira. We've seen and heard reports that when you don't give, sometimes some of them have even dented people's vehicles or even smashed the glass because they're begging you for money. So how then do we manage this emotional blackmail? They're emotionally blackmailing you that, oh, you are in the car, I'm not in the car. If you don't give me money, you're a bad person, boom, I want to break your glass. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to your conversation station.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk. With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. All right, please, WhatsApp and Telegram number. You'll find us with the number 0809 030 64 As always, please do well. Turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear, make no mention of it. And very importantly, keep your conversations civil. So beggars, some beggars are now becoming aggressive. They will pinch you. They will quote unquote set leg for you. Some may even, arrange with other beggars down the road or other people down the road to waylay you or even rob you. Case in point, a man who actually gave somebody who begged him some money, right? And as he was leaving, the person called him back and said, brother, sure you want pass that side? Don't pass that side, though. Baba people did that side. Pass this other side. May they not touch you. How did he know? Would he have shared that information if that man did not give him the money he begged for? It's a big challenge these days in beggars. Or with beggars, rather. Let's have a conversation. All right, straight to WhatsApp. This one says, God, I beg. So you mean if I don't give somebody money now, my life could be in danger? What exactly is going on? I think the security agencies should be up and doing to protect lives, particularly at our junctions here in Port Harcourt. There are so many of those boys who come around to wash and clean your cars. And if you don't give them anything, it seems like it is a death trap waiting. Government should come to our aid. We cannot just be giving money. See the cost of fuel these days. I beg, I can't be giving everybody that comes to wash my car or to come and clean my window money every single time. That's a concerned listener. All right, thank you very much. A concerned listener say, God, I beg you. It's a genuine concern, really. You should be worried. I know this is not whipping up sentiments, trying to create a panic scare. It's a genuine concern. If someone was to ask you for money these days, a beggar, this person is begging, or he's now, like some of you have said, that they're now professional beggars who hang around Rumokoro, Rumigbo, Choba Junction, Jare Junction, and St. John's as well. They're always begging. They always carry one or two children around. They're always moving to one other place. So if let's say you don't give them, right? Let's say you don't give them, because obviously they're emotionally blackmailing you. What if one of them now, quote unquote, sets leg for you? You now trip and fall. What do you do? What would you do? What can you do, really? 92.3, good morning.
Hello, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning, please.
Thank you. This is Miriam.
Welcome, Miriam.
When someone is just begging, anyone could ask, what's wrong? If you can dare be, what wrong is the person doing? After all, instead of just to steal, just beg. And they're not forcing you, If they beg you, you don't give, you go.
Okay.
If you just find a take. But it depends on the law, in the land. If it's not a criminal activity, something, then that's when we begin to pursue. But for me, I think as much as you see so much money in the hands of the beggar, and there are so many persons have been touched to give. Some persons, whether they see millions, they have just decided that they will continue to give.
Yeah, but true. But Miriam, but that's the problem. The problem here is not whether you should give or not, but is the emotional blackmail, because now you now have people in some areas who are now afraid that, okay, if I don't give now, like I told you the story of the man who said, look, August, don't give me now, no pass here. If you pass there, they go touch you. That's emotional blackmail. When they come and start to sing and tell you God will bless you, that's emotional blackmail. So if you don't give now,
for me, Jude, I don't think anything as emotional blackmail. Everyone is in charge of their emotions. If you think you're too soft, if somebody sings, Auntie Marama, Auntie this, Auntie that, then you cannot control it. You pack money and give the person. The person has not done any enchantment on you anymore. You are the one that cannot control your emotions. If I don't want to give, I will not give. No matter how you sing, if you like tumble upside down, I will not give. So for me, they've not forced anyone to give. You gave because of your kind of heart you have. If you don't have, so tens of thousands of people will pass in front of them. Maybe 5 or 10 will give. And those people have been, some persons give for 1 or 2 reasons. Some persons just want to do saraka, Some persons do saraka, they take food and other things and give for spiritual purposes. They will give, and the person will collect. But you cannot control.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
Attention pizza lovers. Pizza Jungle just made your summer.
The other would interrupt. But once again, my sincerest apologies to the caller. All right. So Mira says, well, if you are too soft to give money based off of the sing and song dancing routine, or if you are too, emotionally connected to the plight of the person and you regularly give, then it's not the person's fault. The person, once again, has done what the person wants to do. They did not hold a gun to your head, but you gave because you have a soft heart. So no crime there. Is it there? But see, that's why this is a very tricky issue to navigate, because on one hand, Muriel is right. Yes, you cannot be directly coerced into giving money to any beggar, man, woman, or child. But like I said, with people becoming bolder to express their displeasure at your not giving. So you don't give, there is verbal assault. You don't give, there can be physical assault. In fact, now that I'm talking about it, let me share a story before I go on the headline news. Earlier this year, or late last year, I don't know if I shared this story yet. I don't think I did. There's a man who roasts chicken and suya not too far from this very building where I am right now. Okay, and I'll say why. A man of God, a man of Yenegua, a man of Trofani, we want to go and shop small chicken. After all, not big key Jesus. So I went there to buy the chicken. And this was broad daylight. This was it was not night, nothing. It was about what, 2 or 3 after I was done with work here, right? And I was about 4 or 5, yes, 4 or 5. Because the man comes out about that time. Anyway, so the man was there. What's his name? Musa, I think. He was roasting his chicken. I said, Musa, please, give me the usual chicken, 1,500 naira worth, right? So I made the transfer. I was standing. Now, whilst I was standing, this drunk, right? He was drunk, walked past. As he was walking past, he was just mumbling to himself. He greeted everybody that cared to listen to him on the road. He walked past, then turned back. And then he stood on the road away from where I was with this man. So as the man was saying, God, now this party was and this party, the man kept shouting, unsolicited. See, say chairman, they choose suya. Give them better one, not they do like person when no get sense. Okay, I pretended not to listen. Now, my meat had been selected. It was chicken. My chicken had been selected. It was on the skewers. It was being roasted. This man now comes up to me and now greets me. I greet him back. I could hear, not even smell. I could hear the alcohol in his voice and I could smell it on his breath. And then he started to talk about things that obviously do not concern me and I don't even know the bearing. His eyes blood red. And then it was time for me to leave. And then he now stopped and said, Chairman, I beg, buy me sushi, I can go chop, I can go rest, I beg. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't have cash. He said, that thing. That young boy like you don't go buy. See, that we get this community. I was like, are you all right? I was smiling. I sit down. This man, so he variated from, a very pleasant, begging tone, bros, buy me sushi too. If you don't give me, I go block. I stand, he moves. And so I said, you know what? If I was to punch him, I could be in trouble. Somebody could, be watching me and then they will not hear popular AOP involved in fracas concerning suya sales. I didn't want to do that. And so I faked, I did the shimmy like boxers do, left, right, and then he slipped and I rushed and I went to the road. And then as he tried to run to chase me, he slipped and fell as well. I'm like, okay, if you cross the road, let's see if the car knocks you down. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, some of these beggars are becoming very, very bold. Very. Headline news.
shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0003. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, please.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Welcome, Innocent. Go on, please.
Yeah, when it comes to giving money to beggars, Jude, I want my emotions in my hand.
Oh.
I don't allow it to give to anybody. Because some of these beggars, they will hold their tithe, just like these people on the state from some neighboring countries. I don't want to mention them. They will not send their children, and they will be following you bomber to bomber. Just like I said, I hold my emotions in my hand.
Yeah.
They will hold you to the extent that if guy is not taking, you will just empty your pocket for them. So what I normally do is that I will just use style and be removing your hand gradually. Before you know, I will not tell you bye-bye. But sometimes I'm even compelled to give, though not to those children anyway, depending on your circumstance.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that they cannot cajole me to give. Thank you very much. Innocent is my name.
All right, Innocent. Thank you very much. Innocent, they cannot cajole him to give. Zion on the line from GRA. Zion, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, Jude, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
There is a Bible verse that says, when the edge is broken, the serpent will bite. Mr. Jude, a lot of us today are becoming so greedy and selfish not to give to the beggars anymore. Because of one sentiments of emotion being promulgated, they are bad people. Then go carry your money, do this, do that.
Do juju.
It's not true.
I used to hear that before.
It's not true. Since you have refused to give them the money that is meant for them, they will become aggressive.
Meant for them? How is it meant for them, please?
It's meant for them. Even the Bible recognizes that. See, most of us who are Christians, we don't know that the greatest sin we are committing is to take our tithe and offering to the church. We don't know that. Because we have been brainwashed. Now our pastor, we can't even ask questions. Malachi 3:10 stated carefully, bring ye forth your tithes and offerings to my storehouse, let there be meat in my house. I want to ask, your church you just pay your tithes and offering to, did they just bake gari, cook soup, a big or pan soup for people to come and eat there? Did they do that? I want to ask again, the same Bible said, your tithe should be at your gate. At your gate. Which means those who are privileged can benefit. They call them aliens. Do you do that?
Okay, so Zion, I have promise on my word. So let me ask you, how then do we not deal with those beggars who now become aggressive, who now trick you, who now even set traps for you?
It is not intentional for them to be aggressive.
Really?
You force them to be aggressive, yes.
So the man who was begging you for suya, I nearly wanted to beat me because I didn't.
Suya, then why don't you buy?
I not get money. I don't transfer. I wasn't with cash. Oh, promise on the line for my one. Promise. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, please.
All these beggars, giving money is not a force. If I ever had some of them are not just beggars. They are agent of I don't know. They I don't know. So what I'm telling you is, begging money is not a force. Sometimes if I choose to give, I give. If I choose not to give, I will not give. It's just like what you're saying. So even if you don't give them, they will not turn to violence. Even those that used to clean their windscreen, if you see something I don't give them, they will tell them not to clean. They will start insulting you. Before you know, they will break a side mirror. Or so they will just do one outside inside your car. So begging money is not a force. That's sometimes when they come to us, they say, go. Sometimes you see some of them in the group, they will dress normal like this. You go to a certain Mokoro, Mokuta, or this one, they will just dress normal. They will be about 2 or 3 women. They will start telling that, hey, we are going to Delta. Hey, we don't have transport. We'll have short of transport, please. Can I go with 3,000, 5,000? This, that. All is life. Yeah, beggar. And one thing I keep asking that other time. Actually, you have hand, you have leg. Can't you walk? Or look for small petition to send, which you can be raising money. Can they continue to beg like this? This is one of the questions I used to ask myself. I used to ask them sometimes. You will say a grown woman, a grown man, keep on begging, telling us a story every day. Keep on one story every day. And they think that if they come in, if they come to meet you today, tomorrow they cannot meet you again. Tomorrow you will see them, they will take my meeting. And tell them the same problem, that's the story. So you may bump me a lot. So that's why I say sometimes if I want to give, I don't want to give you. So when they come to me, I say, shoot, beg. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Promise from my one. All right, let's get on to the line. We have an anonymous caller, 90.3. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
This is Ephraim on the line.
Okay, go on, please.
Yesterday I was in that studio for the interview of one place. When I was coming back home, reaching that Rumokoro flyover,
okay,
those people that are begging there, I put my hand for pocket to bring my transport to pay for the bus man. I didn't realize that those people have already seen the 500 I about to pay for the bus. So before I know, I saw one their girl just hug me. I don't know that because of the money that I owe for her. So people, I was like, give her. I just give her the 500 naira. I say, all this begging of this thing, I don't even know how they are doing it. And sorry, I want you to help me out for that one play yesterday. And after the interview, I'll come back home. I did not see my.
What's your name? What's your name?
I am Ephraim.
Ephraim. Okay.
Yes.
And you were you in our studio yesterday?
Yes.
Which studio? Which of the studios?
Nigeria Info.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll send a message across as soon as I leave here. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So we have to address every issue as they come and based on their merits. All right, 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. That's where you find us on WhatsApp. All right, send us a message only, please. Do not call. Just send us a message, please. It's important it's only a message that you send. All right, let me read this message here. This one says, good day, Jude. We're really in a difficult situation now. Do you know that some of these beggars even keep guns for robbers? Let us be very vigilant. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect to read that. But hey, once again, if a beggar could tell somebody who gave you money, don't go right, go left. Though if you go right, they go and go down. So I don't know. Now, hello, Jude. Beggars, some beggars are rich people. You can imagine some of those tall buildings at Amadu Bello Way in Kaduna. Oh, I know that place. What? Are owned by beggars who are professionals in the business? No way. So some of these are begging merchants. They have syndicates whom they dispatch to various points to bring daily returns to them. Some of these people are not just innocent as people see them to be. Ima from Ungboba. Wow. Wow. Speaking of which, I suddenly have a strong urge to visit Kaduna. Okay. All right. Good morning, Daniel. Thank you very much. All right. We still have about 2 minutes. We'll take 1 or 2 calls and wrap up this morning. All right. Jude, beyond the blackmail and other negative side of it, let me be specific about the future of these beggars, especially the little boys at Rumokoro Artillery Overhead Bridge. Okay, don't you know those children will grow? What do they turn into as they grow older from BN? It's a good question. If this is what they're doing now, what exactly is going to happen when they get older? So there's nothing to address. Just say no, move on and ignore their subsequent tantrums. If their words or insults carried any weight, would they be beggars? Whether you are a Christian, Muslim, or any other religion or no religion, just know that there is no divine reward for any money you give or anything you do out of compulsion. Let me read this again. Whether you are Christian, Muslim, or any other religion or no religion, just know that there is no divine reward for any money you give or anything you do out of compulsion. Those by force car washers you mentioned are now a menace in some parts. They actually feel entitled. They're actually a menace. I just laugh because if anyone tries that with my car, they will end up in a police cell, which is where they likely die, because you cannot deliberately and wickedly create an unanticipated expense for me and you will go free. Nah. Okay, all right. How can someone who can't take care of themselves go as far as having 5 children? We have a long way to go, Justice Ojone, with that comment. Well, some beggars actually have 5 children, 4 children. We see them. We've seen them. And one of the saddest things has to be those who are children, bearing children on the street. It's like a cycle. It needs to be broken. It really needs to be broken. It really needs to be broken. Anyway, as always, thank you for joining us in our conversations. News coming up very shortly in about 5 minutes. After that, the sunny side of conversations. Tomorrow is Thursday. Power update is key for us. Tomorrow, Cetus Paribus, we should have representatives from the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company here. That's PHED. We hope to have them join us. If they are unable to be available, we'll have to reschedule. But I have put in a request, and we do hope to have them join us in the studio. All right, we have big stories for them to help us address, and obviously, no better person than they. My name is Jude. Good morning, and have yourself a wonderful day.
Nigeria Info will be right back.